Hello, I am the H-Town Vet, and I would like to welcome you to our channel, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. Today's topic: is there really any such thing as a VA expert? When I first applied for VA disability compensation, I was denied 3 or 4 times. This was around the early to mid 90s, so most veterans were on their own when applying for benefits. There was very little support, advice, or help, and if there was, many of us didn't know where to find it. This started to shift in the early 2000s when many veterans started attending treatment programs at the VA hospital. As any group in a similar situation, we started comparing notes and telling stories about our struggles with the VA disability claim process. While these collaborations were extremely beneficial, they did come with certain disadvantages. Every veteran felt that they had the right answer based on their experiences. So, for example, if I would ask 2 veterans, should I file multiple claims at one time? One would say yes, the other one would say no. Then the argument would end with both veterans saying, "But it worked for me." Like any other person, this left me very confused. Then came Mr. and Mrs. Expert. These were individuals who claimed to have had success in helping veterans win their disability claims. While most of these individuals were very kind and helpful, many of the times you would just have to take their words for it that what they were telling you was the truth. And if they gave you any misinformation that messed up your claim, they were taking no responsibility for it. And to be fair, how could they? It was your name signed on the VA documents. This is also true when dealing with veteran organizations such as the DAV, American Legions, and Veterans of Foreign Wars. While these organizations has helped many veterans get their benefits, including myself, at the end of the day, the veteran is the one that's left holding the bag. And you are the only true expert when it comes to your experiences in the military. So you must play an active role in your claim. So become informed and never follow anyone blindly or rely on them to your detriment. When I was unfamiliar with the VA process, I did follow individuals and veteran organizations blindly. But then I got knowledge and realized that if my name is on the paperwork, I'm going to become as informed as possible. As a fellow veteran, not an expert, I would advise you to do the same. At the end of the day, accountability falls in your lap, so it'll be prudent for you to become familiar with VA law, your VA claim, and the VA claim process altogether. If this video has been informative so far, please like, share, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. I have an issue with any information that's disseminated and represents the VA claim process as simple, fast, or easy. While in general, there are some claims that are simpler than others, such as adding and removing a dependent off of your benefits. Claims for service connection and increased compensation ratings require more proof. And any thumbnail claiming to make the process simple and faster is false flagging and ain't nothing but clickbait. Oh yeah, and the other one, they know the secrets. That's all cap. There are no secrets. Either you understand VA law and how it relates to your claim, or you don't. When you're fighting for your VA compensation, you need to learn the rules so that you will know when the VA is in error. While there are no secrets, there is, for a lack of a better words, a cheat code. What if I was to tell you that 80% of what you needed is in your possession right now? Stay to the end and find the answer. Oh, and it's not capped. The reason I can speak so firmly is because I allow people to give me feedback through the comments. You can review all the information. If you see anything that's an error, I'll correct it, and I'll give you acknowledgement if you allow me to. You had to know it was coming. Story time. About a month and a half back, we received a comment related to our most popular video to date, benefits for a 100% permanent and total VA disability rating. While the information presented in the video was correct, a fellow veteran made me aware of a new life insurance program for disabled veterans. I thanked the veteran for the information, and then I did a new video comparing the old disabled veteran life insurance to the new one, VA Life. While as an individual, I'm no expert, but with my veteran sisters and brothers, as a group, We'll do until the expert gets here. And we welcome you to leave your opinion in the comments. But please, no bad faith arguments. Watch the videos before you disagree. While all forms of feedback are welcome, my favorites are the questions, because I'll use the questions to gauge what topics the veterans need more clarity on. I will then either answer the question in the comments or create a YouTube video to give a deeper explanation. Speaking of questions, you might be thinking, H-Town Vet, when do I need a lawyer to help me with my VA claim? In most cases, never. But in some situations, there are more drawn out claims like contaminated water at Camp Lejeune and may require legal assistance. Even when deciding on whether to use a lawyer or not, get informed. But the veteran needs to be aware that by hiring a lawyer, they will get a portion of your back pay. And if the rules haven't changed, they can get their portion directly from the VA. Now that we have discussed many of the issues and problems related to getting information from third parties, let's talk about some solutions. While there's nothing simple about filing a claim for VA disability compensation, there are things that you can do as the veteran to make the process less complicated. If you haven't already, you need to request your in-service military records. For more information on how to do this, watch our video, Requesting In-Service Military Records. That video goes over the Standard 180 form in its entirety. Once you receive your in-service military records, to include your medical, dental, DD-214, and personnel file, then you need to review the documents. To know what evidence to look for, watch our video, File a VA Claim, Phase 1, Step by Step. Then you need to look for information in your military records that connect your injuries or current conditions to your active duty service. Our video, What is a Nexus, breaks this process down in detail. The next thing you need to understand when you're looking for solutions is there's no one size fits all. Let's take me and my homeboy for example. We grew up in the same neighborhood 3 blocks from each other and served in the same platoon during Desert Storm. In some ways, we were shaped differently by our experiences. As I've always stated, there are exceptions when it comes to the VA, but always remember, exceptions are not the rule. For example, for me to get to 50%, it took 4 years. But my VA claim from 50 to 70% only took 2 months. I know what you're saying. H-Town Vet, you can put your foot in your mouth this time. As I've just stated, this is an exception, not the rule. All my other claims took at least 2 to 4 years to be approved or denied. While we're on the subject of not trying to rush the claim process, you need to take the same attitude when it comes to collecting your evidence. All you need to do is submit an intent to file to lock in your back pay date. I know at this point some of you are still asking the question, but who do I listen to? Where do I go? Everybody's pulling me in different directions. Like I told my ex when she was out in them streets, you've been kissing the whole neighborhood, and God knows how many people you've hugged. Now you're telling me everything you need is at home. But I digress. My point is, everything that you're going to need is going to be at home with you. Your military records and your VA decision letter. If you get a denial or a lower rating than you expected, go to the section that says Reasons for Decision. In this section, the VA will tell you what evidence helped your claim and what evidence was deficient. And in this section, they will tell you why you didn't get a higher evaluation. Then the VA is supposed to tell you in detail what you need to get a higher evaluation. The point of this video is to let you know that you should be your greatest advocate. We would like to thank you for joining us.